It's the year 2050. Residents of a UK city are unable to leave their neighbourhoods. There's a network of cameras tracking their movements. If they do stray too far from their homes, a fine of $100 is automatically deducted from their accounts. The only cars on the street are those of government officials. They patrol day and night, keep a tight grip on the citizens, and no one can escape. Sounds right out of a dystopian novel, right? It's a conspiracy theory, and it stirred protests across the UK. Over 2,000 protesters marched to voice their concern. 5 were arrested. Many are saying it's a conspiracy to seal off the city. Can it be true? Let's understand how this started. Thanks to an urban planning concept, the pedestrian-friendly 15-minute cities. Its proposal introduced 6 new traffic rules in the UK's Oxford. Car use would be limited in residential areas during peak hours. Drivers would be fined if they entered central areas during high traffic periods. There would be a fine-free access for 100 days a year. The goal is to reduce the use of snarled-up city roads during peak traffic times. And the concept is not new. 15-minute cities have been part of urban planning for a long time now. How do they work? Everything you need should be about a 15-minute walk or cycle away from your home. This includes healthcare, education, grocery stores, just about everything. This could make cities more connected and livable, and it makes sense. About a fifth of the world's pollution comes from transportation. Passenger cars make up 40% of this. And Oxford is not the only city seeing the introduction of such guidelines. Many UK cities are trying to limit car use, and it has faced severe opposition. Many drivers and residents are against it. A British MP called this an international socialist conspiracy. Conservative self-help guru Jordan Peterson said it's the work of idiot tyrannical bureaucrats. It's a case of government policy gone very wrong, even before its implementation. This goes on to show how some policies that can even touch climate change could be met with hostility. Because they demand stiff changes from the public. Misinterpreting intentions of policies can have long-term implications, especially on climate change. Imagining dystopia may just lead us to a dystopian future even faster. TikTok on the clock, but the protests don't stop, no? Pardon us as we alter pop star Kesha's iconic lyrics to explain the UK's latest protests. This time students are talking and the teachers are listening. Schools are on alert. Students across the UK have been holding demonstrations all week. And of course, the social media platform TikTok is involved. Schools in the UK altered rules against toilet breaks and school uniforms. Students were barred from using washrooms during classes. Administration even put up locked gates outside the facilities. And girls were threatened with suspension over the length of their skirts. They also said they were made to line up so male professors could inspect the length of their skirts. Some schools have completely banned girls from wearing skirts. Students shared their experiences with these new rules on TikTok, and the whole thing blew up. Students across the UK are refusing to go to class. They're gathering in school fields and setting off fire alarms. Meanwhile, schools are sending emails to parents. In some cases, police is being called to schools as protests spiral. As for the government, they're saying this is not a protest, it's disorder. Japan is on the brink of a population crisis. Many think this is a matter concerning the wallet. But what if it's a matter of the heart? In other words, while many blame Japan's crisis on the high cost of having a family, a politician has said it's because people are not good lovers. Well, no one saw this coming. But why are we talking about this? Japan has recorded the fewest births in 123 years. The nation's marriage rate is also plummeting, and the population is declining by about 5% year on year. Politician Narise Ishida, a member of the conservative Liberal Democrat Party, has said it's because young people lack romantic ability. He also made some suggestions to fix this. No, not a Harry Potter-style love potion. He wants a survey, good old government style. He said a survey should be carried out to determine residents' romantic ability. The idea sounds great, albeit a little creepy, but that's all he suggested. He did not elaborate on how the survey would be held, or what qualities successfully help in wooing a partner, or how this data would even help reverse the nation's baby shortage. And hey, many people would have loved to take a sneak peek at the surveyor's love formula, but alas. Ishida also said that romance has become a taboo subject before marriage. That's not news. Anyone with remotely any knowledge of an Asian soap opera would agree, or even personal family drama, but let's not go there. And remember, there are similar demographic problems across aging Asia. China's population shrank in 2022. South Korea kept the world's lowest fertility rate. If we were to add our 2 cents, there's an ancient Indian book that may be able to help some. It's been around for a few years. We hope you know what we're talking about.
So, where are you investing?
Oh, China, it's just growing.
It's always been the manufacturing hub. Besides, India's struggling post-COVID.
Of course.
Sir, actually India's management of COVID has been much better. China's situation till date is unclear. After zero COVID lockdowns, China is gradually losing its supremacy as manufacturing leader. The country's share of global exports of footwear, furniture, or clothing accessories has fallen since 2016. Meanwhile, India has bounced back. So by the looks of it,
India could become the global manufacturing hub by 2030. Presenting Vantage with me, Palki Sharma, a first of its kind global show with an Indian perspective.